Surrogacy is a method of assisted reproduction where a woman carries a pregnancy for another person or couple. There are a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings about surrogacy, so let's talk about it. As mentioned earlier, surrogacy is a method of assisted reproduction where a woman carries a pregnancy for another person. The intended parents may be unable to conceive a child on their own due to medical reasons, or they may choose surrogacy as an option for personal reasons. There are mainly two types of surrogacy: traditional surrogacy and gestational surrogacy. In traditional surrogacy, the surrogate mother is genetically related to the child because her own egg is used to create the embryo, which is then implanted in her uterus. In gestational surrogacy, the surrogate mother is not genetically related to the child because the embryo is created using the intended parent's or donor's eggs and sperm, which is then implanted in her uterus. The process of surrogacy involves several steps. In first step, the intended parents or individuals must find a surrogate mother who is willing to carry their child. This can be done through a surrogacy agency or through personal connections. Once a surrogate mother is chosen, the next step is to undergo medical evaluations and screenings to ensure that she is physically and mentally fit to carry a pregnancy. The intended parents or individuals and the surrogate mother then work with a fertility clinic to create embryos using either the intended parents or donor's eggs and sperm. These embryos are then implanted in the surrogate mother's uterus through in vitro fertilization. The surrogate mother carries the pregnancy to term, and the baby is born. Surrogacy is a complex process that raises legal and ethical issues. In many countries, surrogacy is not regulated or is only partially regulated, leading to concerns about exploitation of surrogate mothers and the welfare of the child. In some cases, there have been disputes over custody of the child or issues with the surrogate mother's compensation. It is important for individuals and couples considering surrogacy to be aware of the legal and ethical issues surrounding surrogacy in their own country. There are several benefits and drawbacks to surrogacy. One benefit is that it allows individuals or couples who are unable to conceive on their own to have a biological child. Surrogacy also provides a way for same-sex couples to have a child genetically related to one of them. However, surrogacy can be expensive and emotionally challenging for all parties involved. It is important for intended parents or individuals to carefully consider the benefits and drawbacks of surrogacy before deciding if it is the right option for them. If we talk about the cost of surrogacy, then it depends on various factors like country, surrogacy type, legal and medical facility. For example, in USA, the cost of gestational surrogacy can range from $90,000 to $150,000 or more. This includes expenses such as compensation for the surrogate mother, legal fees, medical expenses, and agency fees. Traditional surrogacy may be less expensive, as it does not involve the use of a donor egg, but it may also raise additional legal and ethical issues. The future of surrogacy is likely to be shaped by ongoing developments in reproductive technologies, changing societal attitudes, and ongoing debates around the legal and ethical issues surrounding the practice. As with any complex and controversial issue, it is important for individuals and policymakers to carefully consider the potential benefits and risks of surrogacy and work towards creating a safe and ethical framework for its practice. Thanks for watching, and write your views in comment box, and please subscribe the channel.